What's up, guys? Okay. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Is it Vanica? Oh, how do I say it? Tell me. Lauren, what you doing? What's up, Rhonda? Yeah. Yeah, I bet you do like these fabrics. They are right up your alley. For sure. For sure, for sure. Okay. Let's see what I am going to be doing. Now all I have to do is just sew them all together, right? I know it's a late night sew, but this is when I sew, whenever I can. Whenever I can. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. I have got to pronounce. Oh, Vanessa. I like this. She had fun with the spelling. I like unique. I like unique a lot. So I'm here for it. Okay, so these two are going to go together. Right sides together. I wonder how long it's going to take me to do this. Probably 2 days. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish it tonight. Lois, she said it's almost midnight there. Yeah, it's late. It's late here. I'm just popping in just because I'm up and I kind of wanted some company. And I was trying to test my equipment again. You know how this goes. So I don't know. I hope that all will be right, but we'll see. Until I get more comfortable with going live with multiple cameras and that kind of thing. We shall see. What's everybody doing? Anybody else sewing? Lois, are you in the bed? I am digging embroidery in the hoop. Okay. What's up, Paula? Yeah, man, not looking forward to all that rain. Marina, you up cooking something amazing? Are you up cooking up all the things? I think it's supposed to, what time is it supposed to start raining? Is it 11? I think it's 11. So I'm doing this Ruby Star Spring Sew Along, and it's a super simple quilt. It's what they call a swatch quilt. And the reason why they call it a swatch quilt, because it's basically like swatching all the fabrics. So, okay, cool, no problem. But I just wanted to add a little something extra because I'm me. So God forbid I just do a pattern as it was intended. So I'm adding these 1.5-inch strips on each row in a different place just for funsies. And we'll see what we get when we're done. say afternoon in Australia. Oh my goodness. Boy, it's amazing how time works. Oh, nice. Oh, cool. Vanessa was hanging out with her quilt guild. That's what I'm talking about. Portrait quilting. Oh, that's a thing. There are some ladies that I know who are absolutely in love with that. What style? Like the Bisa Butler style or the who's a super pride and joy quilting style with Verushka? What style portrait? Or more free form, abstract? Uh I can't think of any portrait quilters right off the top of my head right this second. Oh man, it's gonna pour. Well, I'm glad I got my umbrella. Lori, I knew you were gonna want to do it too, but you can't do all the things. But you see, I haven't even started the Omega yet. And I was the one who was all about the Omega, and I haven't even started that quilt. I want to do it, but geez, I can't do all the things. And the stuff that I have upcoming feels like super important. Okay, now why would I stick my hand through there? I wish you guys could see me sticking my hand through the light because I'm so used to dropping the presser foot with my right hand. I've got to figure this camera stuff out, but whatever. We'll get there when we get there. We'll figure it out. I bet you I could probably flip this camera around completely and it would be out of the way. I'll try that on another live. No, I'm not going to finish that Omega in a day. Not with all those curves. Those curves hit different. Yeah, this is going to be a good one, Lori. I'm glad that I'm doing it. I think this is a great quilt to do if you just want to see a bunch of fabrics. If you just want to see pretty fabrics playing with each other, sometimes you see a line and you're like, that's so pretty, but I don't have time to be thinking about what quilt pattern and all of that and something that's so super difficult to sew. Sometimes you just want to sew something real quick. This is it. This is it. I like this. Wanda, did you say you were cleaning up your sewing room? I should be doing that too. It's not too bad, but I've bought a lot of stuff, guys. I mean, a lot of stuff. It all needs to be put away. Oh, Rhonda, you're going to do a Bisa Butler style? Nice. That is serious stuff. I'm going to do one too. Funny story. When I first found out about Bisa, because Bisa hasn't been super popular for super long. She's been super popular for what? I'd say a year, maybe 2 years now. She's been she blew up. Well, it looks like she blew up, but she's been around for a while. Okay, cool. I wanted a quilt from her. So I contacted her manager and they wouldn't even entertain me. I don't know why, but they would not even entertain me. So I was like, all right, cool. And I would want a portrait that is more somebody that I know. I would want a portrait. I don't think I would want a portrait of another person in that style. And so I'm like, all right, eventually I'll just do one. Now, I don't know if it's going to come out as beautifully as hers, but I think I've got some ideas on how to make it kind of cool. So I'm going to give it a shot and see what happens. So I guess I'll be doing portrait stuff too at some point. Now, when is that going to happen? No clue, but it's on my list. It's a bucket list thing, is to do a portrait quilt. And I know exactly the picture that I want to take it from and everything, which is of the hubs. There's a really cool picture of him that I think would be an awesome quilt. Have I ever done collage work? I don't think I've ever done it in. Do I have any collage pieces? Definitely in paper. But in regards to fabric, yes, I have. Check out the quilt that's inspired by Coco, the movie Coco. There is some collage work there. But like Laura Heine, like legit Laura Heine kind of stuff, no, I haven't gotten there yet. Not yet. And I want to do one, but my issue with collage work is fussy cutting. In my house, fussy cutting is known as the F word, and we don't say that. I have no desire to sit and cut out all the things. So if anybody wants to cut out all the things and send it to me, I will collage like there is no tomorrow. But I just don't want to sit there and do all the cutting. But we're supposed to be taking a class about collage. What's that lady's name? Kristen Naranjo is one of the certified teachers of, gosh, it's a specific woman with this specific style that I cannot think of her name right now. What is that lady's name? Who does some collage work. And we were gonna all take the class, but the class got canceled. So now I'm like, well, shoot. I really wanted to do a collage bunny for Easter. Amanda, who's your class with? Is it with that same woman who does like the zebra and the something else and the cityscapes and the, you guys know who I'm talking about. There's a woman who is known for her collage work, and she's got all these people who work for her. Karen K. Buckley scissors. I love Karen K. Buckley scissors. Well, I use the Tim Holtz version, but it's the exact same pair of scissors. I love them. I use them. But man, all that cutting, oh, that will change the size of my piece just based on how many things I have to cut. But I think there's nothing better than seeing collage work with Tula Pink flowers and K flowers and Anna Maria Horner flowers. Their images, when done beautifully, oh my goodness. Paula, there is interfacing in there, and so it is going to lay differently. It's definitely going to be heavier. If you collage the entire quilt, it is going to be stiff, but you can get the wash away stabilizer and interfacing and stuff, but it changes the look of your quilt. Your quilt goes from looking very clean and tight to looking like there's nothing backing it. So you can do, whatever you want to do. It just kind of depends upon the look and stuff. I use interfacing in a lot of my quilts, and I'm just like, oh well, it's in here. It's in here. It's going to be stiff right here. It's not going to be all flowy. After you wash it a few times, it gets better, of course, but it's still not the same as not having interfacing in something, if that makes sense. But like my husband says, you do what you want to do. Well, I wish he had just heard me say that. It's funny when he said it. But interfacing causes things to drape very differently. Absolutely. Yeah, most collages are for walls. Walls. Boy, this is a good collection. I know that Ruby Star was pushing for everybody to have the what is that? The warp and weft, which is cool too, but man, there's so many other collections that will work really well with this. Emily Taylor paper pressing technique. No, I don't think it was Emily Taylor. That might be new to me. I wonder what her technique is. Hmm. Interesting. Miss Emily Taylor. I wonder. I might have to look into that. Because I like to know all things pop culture. Yes, that's a term that I'm coining. Use it as much as you can. Give me credit for it. We're doing it. It's going to become a thing. Pop culture news. It's happening. And I'm betting that that's something that I need to know about. Emily Taylor. No, I forget the name of the lady. I wonder if it is Emily Taylor. You guys have got me wanting to look it up. Oops. Uh-oh. This Sarah Watts. Sarah Watts really nailed it with this collection. It does feel very fanciful. It's called Firefly. It's pretty. Pretty. Have you guys been keeping up with the Quilt Con judges sheets? So people have been releasing what the judges said about the quilts that were juried and judged. And that has been very interesting. Good night, Rhonda. Nah, go to sleep. Nothing happening here. Just a bunch of straight blocks. Nothing going on. Interesting. Except for me maybe needing to change my bobbin, maybe. Maybe we'll see. Yep. I am warm. Oh, your bobbin is. And I started to check my bobbin before I started this live. Like, check your bobbin. But I thought, no, I just changed my bobbin. Maybe I did not just change my bobbin. Actually, the last time I changed my bobbin was on a live when I was sewing that Ida Jean on point. And that was a whole quilt ago. So I guess I do need to change my bobbin. Laura Heine. So that's the probably the most popular one. Vanessa, they you can look them up on Instagram and you can see kind of what everybody was talking about. And I want to say there's a hashtag for it, QuiltCon judges sheets or something along those lines. Maureen, do you know? You always know the good tea about the things. But I think there's a hashtag for it. I just kind of caught it because some of the people that I follow were posting what the judges said to them. And it's when you put yourself out there as an artist, you will get critiqued. There's just no way of getting around that. And you're asking to be judged. And I know that can be difficult. But when you put yourself out there, as an artist, it happens. And I think that judges should always be cognizant of what they're saying, but some of them were a little harsh. some of them read harsh. You know, text has no tone. You missed the question, Lauren. We're talking about the judges' comments for Quilt Con. I have a Laura Heine. I'm sure I have at least one Laura Heine something. I think I have the dress form. That seems like something I would own. The what's another one? I think I have a what's that thing called that where the males carry the babies? It's a sea creature. It's not a dragon. What sea dragon? A seahorse? Seahorse. Um, I might have another one. I like Laura Honey in theory. Now, have I done one? No. But in my mind, you know, one day. One day. I wish you could see all the equipment that I'm trying to get around to just thread the machine. Again, I should have definitely checked this prior to starting this live. And I also could have stood to dust this machine before I started this live too. She's a little dusty. Ooh, she needs to be cleaned. Hey, Becky. Go get that. Go get that payday bar. Yeah, Laura Heine, I love when people have such a specific style to their pattern. Like, we all know Laura Heine's style. We all know Elizabeth Hartman's style. We all know Jay Bird. Just specific, very, very, very specific styles. I get such a kick out of that when people have a clear artistic voice. I mean, I get a big kick out of people like that. I can't wait to see what they do next, what shape they come up with next. It seems like Laura just dropped. I saw like a few of her things, and then all of a sudden it was like she just had so many things. But the collage lady I'm thinking about, it's not Laura Heine. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna Google it. Because it's just gonna bother me. Okay. Here's her collage. Okay, it's Scrappy Applique. And the originator is Shannon Brinkley. Are you guys familiar with Shannon Brinkley? Shannon Brinkley. Is the zebra lady Shannon Brinkley, Amanda? Because that's who I was talking about, and she definitely has zebra. That's exactly who I was talking about. Yep, the zebra lady. Nailed it, Amanda. All right. Still haven't finished one row. Just a talking and hanging out. That's it. Okay. Yeah, she's super popular too. That's kind of a newer one that I've seen. where all of a sudden everybody was all over the zebra. And then, like I told you, she's got some people who teach that technique of collage. And we were supposed to take a class, but then it got canceled. So now I've got to see if we're still going to do it or what. I think there's a show in San Francisco this weekend. And I'm debating about popping in, guys. I'm debating about just driving up real quick, going to the show, and booking it on back. I'm thinking about it. You guys know how much I love a show. And I think it's put on by the San Francisco Modern Quilt Guild. I saw it on somebody I follow, stories or something. And I looked into it very, very briefly. So if you guys are in that area, check, because if you like shows, and people always say, hey, they want to know ahead of time, which I get. That's a great one to know about, I guess. Never been, but it feels great. It exists, so it's great. Yeah, Lauren, I wanted to do the bunny. I don't know why. Oh, for Easter. I did say why. Oh, yeah. I've been looking at all the Everglow stuff. I mean, I've been really analyzing all the Everglow stuff. Me and my girlfriend were looking at Everglow today. And honestly, I'm not, I don't know what I want to do with the animals. I think the giraffe is super pretty. And I'll probably grab some, but it'll probably just end up in a 3-yard quilt because I don't know what to do with it. All the projects that the creators have done have been exceptional. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But Tula also went and grabbed some of the coolest people in the world to do it. So nobody's surprised there. But I'm more excited about the basics, about a neon basic just being part of the true colors and something that we can get all the time, because for me, neon would be a neutral. So that's right up my alley, and that's what I'm most excited about. What about you? Oh, the pink hippo? The hippo. I think it's cute that they're like semi under the water, where hippos often are. It's cute. Oh, Violet Craft is a killer. We love Violet Craft. We love her. I am almost done with this row, guys. And it only took me, an hour to sew one row? I think with the hippo, the bright colors, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But like, I have stopped watching so much Tula that is coming, like upcoming, because you don't get it for so long. You have to wait so long. So I hadn't really been watching anything. I knew when it was coming. And so now I'm tuning in to find out what's there and see if anything sparks me. If I'm like, oh, I have to make this. My girlfriend was like, isn't there a bag you need to make or something? I'm like, no. I don't think so. I can't think of anything right off the bat. But that doesn't mean that something's not going to jump out at me at some point. It's just nothing's jumped out just yet. April, yeah, for Deja Vu. So, this one, Everglow will be, you're right, it is April. You're right. Deja Vu goes in what? July? Gosh. It's so late from now. So late. You got a whole bolt of fairy dust and mystic. Which one is mystic? Is that the lavender? Or is that the blue? Or is it the peach? I have no idea which color mystic is, but I'm happy for you. Oh, is mystic the white? Which one is mystic? I noticed that on the back of one of her quilts, she had fairy dust, but the scale was much larger and it was like the rainbow. And I was like, well, when is that coming out? It's on the back of her. What quilt is that? Oh, the back of that. It must have been the back of the Deja Vu one. No, it's on the back of an Everglow one, but it's really large. The purple one. Oh, nice. Was that the first thing I said? I'm very impressed if it was. But I don't think she's told us about that very large scale fairy dust in rainbow. And I want it. I want it badly. It's the same scale as the one that's coming out now, but it's white with the rainbow under it. And I was like, where is that? Yeah, Paula, that fairy dust it's special. It's really special. I'm really digging it. I need to number this. This is number 6. So we are going to write the number 6 on the back of this in chalk. I really wish that I could get, well, I guess I can. I guess I just need to utilize yes. I was going to say, I really wish that I could get bolts wholesale, but I totally have a wholesale license, so I just need to buy the bolts. I need to set up an account and get them, because I'd like to I have some Atula Pink stuff on hand here, but instead of getting it for like 50% off, I get it for 30, and I'd rather get it for 50. You know what I mean? Because again, fairy dust is a staple that I think I will always use. I think I will. So you get to see all the stuff when it first comes in at your local quilt store, huh? Good for you. I like that for you. How are we going to do this? Dangerous for the pocketbook, so yeah. This channel is dangerous for your pocketbook, because I'm never the friend that's like, hey, you can wait. If I say you can wait, it probably means you don't need it. it's just something you really don't need, because I'm usually the friend that says, hey, I think you should get it. Ask Lorraine. I tell Lorraine to buy all the things. Buy all the things. Oh, that's right. You do get to see the stuff when the people are. Oh yeah. There's a lady who has a store here who lets me see the things. She'll just let me look in the books and stuff. It's changed so much, the way that people are buying fabric now. One shop owner told me that one brand doesn't even have representatives anymore that come to the store. They just send their stuff out in suitcases and say, tell us what you want, and move on about their business. Said, my goodness, what happened to all the rep jobs? What happened to those? That was a really cool job, is to be a rep for a company, I thought. But the industry is really changing. You love them all. All their clearance $3.99 a yard on Wednesday. Oh, nice. Becky, be strong. Be strong. Try to pick stuff that you have an idea what you're going to do with it. Just an idea, like something. Don't just get a bunch of fabric to hoard. Try to have an idea for it. Because that is dangerous. What's up, Kim? Kim, this was, I mean, when they said, when they talked about the swatch fabrics, I knew I wanted to do Ruby Star because it's a Ruby Star sew along, and I don't have a ton of Ruby Star. So I was like, well, what am I going to do? And then I saw this and I was like, no brainer. This is the one. The warp and weft is cool, but it's such a different vibe. It's such a different look. It's such a different feel. And I just wanted some good old cotton. Oh, Becky, I'll be in Tennessee next month. I'll be in Nashville. Don't ask why. I'm so annoyed about that. And not because I don't want to be in Nashville, because I actually do. There's a lady who makes hats that I want to go and visit. However, I'm flying into Nashville to go to a whole nother state, and I'm not exactly happy about it. Not exactly happy. I'm really into customized felt hats right now, wool felt or beaver hats right now. Like super into them. I want to do one. I want to take a class. I want to do several. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see. Oh, Amanda, that book was for Florida. Are you in Florida? Because I just went to the store and I bought it for like $11 and it's great. You talk about a good book. I still have it. I didn't even toss it. It's sitting right at my desk, at my work desk. And I am thrilled to have it. And I'm not even in Florida, but I know where all the stores are in Florida. And you know what? That's not even true because there are some stores that didn't participate, which is hard to believe because I'm telling you, there's a gazillion stores on that list. And I was like, you got, they're like one super popular store. They were like, no, we didn't participate. And I was like, oh my goodness. There's already like 60 stores on there. Oh, you're in Phoenix. You know what? But when I started talking about it, there were other people in the comment section that were talking about shop hops for their state that happened also. Like there's one coming up in Ohio and some other place. And I was like, oh, this is a thing. But you know what? Rona the Ribbeter has a book too. What is this? Somebody just signed it. Do they have other states? Maybe it's the Rona the Ribbeter one that you're talking about because I don't know. I don't remember. Oh, okay, the Rona the Ribbeter one. Mm-hmm. She's awesome. She did the work for us. And she does it every year. Every year. And I talk about her constantly. What the heck am I doing? You guys, have I been grabbing from the wrong pile? Oh, no. No, we're good. We're good. No, that's not true. That's not true. I do want a featherweight, but I don't need it to work because I have no intention of sewing on it, even though it literally does the most beautiful stitches I've ever seen. But I sew too hard and too fast. I mean, I know I'm sewing like a snail right now, but I'd break a featherweight. I think I'm too hard on it, even though it's probably better built than everything else. But I do want one to decorate bad. Oh my gosh. When I tell you guys I want to do one bad, oh, badly. But I haven't found one for the right price to just use it to decorate. Featherweights, when I first started a couple of years ago, I swear I was seeing them for a couple $100. And so now, and all my friends have them, and all my friends look really cool, and I want to be cool too, but Maureen just got hers. I don't think she has it in her possession yet, but somebody found one and bought hers. Lisa has hers, and I think Lavielle has a few. Everybody's got featherweights. I just don't. But I want one sheerly to decorate. I just want to paint it. I want to customize it. I want to take it apart. I'm cool. No, I'm not. I don't have a featherweight. You guys are the cool ones. You guys are the cool kids. And like seriously, like all my friends have them and they love them. And they look cool doing it. But so I guess I've kind of been bitten by the I want one. But are we really surprised? Because we know that I want all the things. I've just got to. I was at Roxanne's, and Roxanne's is one of the big deal people who has a ton of featherweights for sale. And I think the cheapest one she's got in there right now, I think it's going for $1,600, guys. I'm like, ooh, ooh. She used to have so many. They used to be in this like glass, this glass case that was just gorgeous. And they were all painted in different colors and different years. And she's got all the cases for them, which I also want to customize. My case would be so cute. Minnie Mouse. Oh, that's cute. Lorraine just got a white one too. Hers is white. She was looking for that pickle. Is it called pickle? I don't know, but she had everybody on the hunt looking for one. She's like, if you go to the shows, find this one. And I don't remember what it was, but I swear I was looking. I swear I was looking. Is it called pickle celery? Is it called celery? It's called something. Something with a green undertone. Celery. There we go. It was called celery, not pickle. I swear I was looking. You guys are probably wondering, why am I taking the time to flip these and all that kind of stuff? Because I've got to see it. The more organized I say, the less mistakes I make. And while I am sewing on live, I guarantee you I will make mistakes. So it's just easier for me to continue to see the colors and be able to check back and all that kind of stuff. The featherweight doctor. I've seen polka dot ones, but the ones that I've liked the most are the purple ones. Gosh, a beautiful purple featherweight. And I mean, I'm gonna change it to like black and white stripes with an ombre and all that kind of stuff because you guys have met me before. I think those purple ones, I wouldn't mind having two. Just to display, not to use. Rob Appel, I think he just restored one and painted one and like hooked his up because he's cool. Look for one in Tennessee. They're cheaper in other states. Yeah, California is insane. It's insane. Absolutely insane. I love that you named it Stash because all machines should have names. Is everybody out there have a machine with a name? If not, should we name them? Should we make sure to encourage you to name your machines? The one that I am currently sewing on, this guy right here, is named Io for from Black Panther. She's one of the Dora Milaje, which are the warrior people. And then we have another one named for the Dora Milaje named the Surger is named Okoye. Then we have the one, my M7, who we call Prince Charming. And then we have the one downstairs, the embroidery machine. We call that one Walt for Walt Disney. And then I have a long arm now, and I don't know what that name is going to be. Oh, and then my very first sewing machine, we call her Merida, because I had to be brave to start sewing. You're my best friend in my head. I say that all day. Have you seen me talk about the lady who made the Ida Jean pattern? I literally say my new best friend Sylvia in my head whenever I talk about her. She's so my new best friend. Every time I say something to Lauren, I'm like, my new best friend Sylvia. Is Sylvia my best friend? Does Sylvia know that I even exist? Well, a little bit, but barely. Is she my best friend in my head? Absolutely. Tula Pink in my head, totally best friends. Totally BFFs. So Amanda, I'll take it. I'll be your quilty best friend. Let's see here. All right. Anybody else have any cool names for their machines? Lauren, have you named your machines yet? The Juki or the Bernina? I am so not a Bernina girl. Bernina people are so much cooler than I am. Berninas are a different animal. I was having discussions about Quilt Con and things at my girlfriend's house. What was that? On whatever day that was. And I was trying to explain to her that Bernina people are kind of like it's kind of like the Apple and Android debate. Like Apple people are Apple people, Android people are Android people. It just is what it is. And I am not an Apple person, which would be the Bernina people. I think they're a beautiful machine, though. Miranda for the, I thought it was something with an M. And Adele for the Bernina. And Dolly for the featherweight. All musicians love it. Dolly Parton, totally my shero. Totally my shero. Obsessed with Dolly Parton. You wouldn't think so, but it's true. I love that. Oh, is Miranda from Miranda Lambert? That's right, you do like country music. I totally forgot. We have that in common. Yep, Mac likes country. You poor thing. That's funny. Django, cute. No, Nobody's named theirs after any profanity. Oh, I like it. Platinum, love that. I feel like we should put that on the internet somewhere so she can see it and love that too. When I first started sewing a couple years ago, there was a woman who owned a shop and all of her machines were the same. So she named them all because if one needed thread or one was broken or whatever, she could call it by name and know which one was what because they were all identical. And I thought that was the coolest thing ever to name the machines. And then I noticed that it was a thing that people name their machines. Is anybody surprised that all of mine are Disney? And soon, guys, I'm going to buy another one. I got another one. User error. I've got another one that I want to buy. Before I get the long arm. You're a Star Wars fan, and he was the model for all the clones. Nice. Oh, that's awesome. The clones. I enjoyed that one. I like all the first Star Wars. So the way that they were released, I'm still new to Star Wars, guys, but I have officially watched everything. I shouldn't say everything. I've watched the originals. I'm still catching up on like the cartoons and stuff like that, but I've seen all of the major blockbusters that were in the theaters. And those first ones, I don't know what took me so long. I just don't understand how I didn't get into it immediately. But guys, trust me and believe me when I say I am a Star Wars fan of the first ones. I don't know what happened with these last ones. I mean, I like the way that the one ended and then, it takes you into the way that the other one begins, which would, I guess, is Rogue, the Rogue one, which was cool. But yeah, that one really didn't do it for me, which surprises everybody. This is going to be one. It's thread tissue and shoes make you crazy. That's funny. Oh, you're fishing your brother. Just my brother. Mandalorian. I watched all the episodes yesterday of Mando. Good stuff. I'm a fan. I like Mando. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Huh. This one here, we are going to add this guy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's going right here. Oh yeah, Wanda, I like your names too. Jupiter, super cool. I like it. Paula, I am a fan of all my Genomes, and the next one that I'm going to buy is going to be a Genome too. Well, the next machine that I want before I get the long arm that I want, because I it's such a long story. Such a long story, but it's going to be another Genome, hands down. Good night, Vanessa. Thanks for hanging out with me for a bit. Amanda, are you out of here too? Good night, Amanda. You said you know so fast. I do. I sew pretty fast. But I don't sew super accurate, if I'm being honest. And a lot of that is simply due to the fact that I'm sewing too fast. If I were to slow down, my accuracy would be so much better. But you know what? I grew up learning from Jenny Doan and Donna Jordan. And neither one of them are the most accurate piecers on camera. So hey, you get what you get, you don't throw a fit. I'm trying to give you guys inspiration to try weird stuff. Accuracy ain't on that list for me. It just gives you more time to mess up. Yes, Becky, hitting the thumbs up does, I believe it does help my channel. And I totally, oh my goodness. I never remember to ask people to hit the thumbs up. I am the worst at that. I just hop on here and hang out with everybody. And I never remember to say, hey, hit the thumbs up. I never remember. It's terrible. My girlfriend has told me a gazillion times, tell everybody to hit the thumbs up. Do I remember? No. So guys, if you're in here with me, hit the thumbs up button. It does help my channel. We're trying to grow this puppy. I don't know to what, but you know, just wanted to grow. she don't mess you up. She is cutting left-handed. You're right. You're right. Jenny Doan is. I love that though, because there's nobody else who is cutting left-handed. Like it's so rare to see a left-handed person doing anything. Most of the time it's right-handed. And yes, she is. She's doing everything backwards. She sure is. Paul, are you a lefty? Oh, I've got another girlfriend who's a lefty, and she was explaining to me how difficult it has been to learn crafts and things. She even like cuts with her right hand because it was just easier for everybody else if she did something crazy like that. I'm like, what? What? My husband's a lefty, but I don't even know if he does anything kind of strange like that. But I do think it's funny because Jenny Doan is absolutely a lefty. Oh, that's funny. You had to learn the word. Yeah, she said that she was like, a lot of left-handed people just cut with their right hands. And I'm like, what? And sure enough, she really does. She was cutting out a pattern and she was using her right hand. That's true. There are a gazillion right-handed people out there. Very few left-handed. And knitting, oh, trying to teach somebody to knit who's left-handed and the instructor is right-handed is very, very different too. One of my friends said that I think somebody had her sit in front of her, and I don't know, but it takes a special kind of teacher to have the patience to teach somebody to knit who's left-handed. But my girlfriend found somebody who was like, no, I'm going to teach you. We're going to figure this out, and took the time to do it. My mother has made some handmade ice cream. And I believe she's using cream cheese as a base. And guys, it is so delicious. Oh, it makes me happy. And she's mixed it with some kind of fruit. I don't know what the fruit is. She didn't tell me. I think it's like a black cherry, but oh, it's so good. Yeah, I think somebody would do so well if they were to just do left-handed crochet and knitting videos. Because you just don't see them too often. I didn't even know, I was like, making a handmade ice cream? I didn't know what was happening. But when I tell you it is the most delicious ice cream, oh, it's so good. Mom makes the most interesting things. It seems like it could be like the filling to a cheesecake, but lighter, like much, much lighter and creamier, like actual ice cream, but like with a cheesecake kind of flavor, I guess. I don't know, but it's delish. I didn't know homemade yogurt was even, I mean, homemade ice cream was even like a thing that I would love like this. I'm more of a Jolly Ranchers nerds kind of girl, but this is delicious. I wonder if it started raining out here yet. What time is it? Okay, so it's 10 o'clock. It is 10 o'clock. I am going to go till 11. And then no matter where I am, I'm sticking a whole fork in it. Is it expensive to make homemade ice cream? I didn't know that. Had no idea. No clue. This is a very directional fabric line. A lot of these fabrics are clearly directional. I wonder why. That is a clear decision. I wonder what the decision is behind that. This one isn't directional, but most of these are. You guys, I bought so much stuff recently. All that stuff from my trip to Florida, or to Atlanta in Florida. Plus, I did a little shop hop kind of down here. Not really. I just went to 3 shops in a day. And I bought a little something from all of them. And so then I went back for some fabric at one of them and ended up buying more. So much fabric around here right now. I probably have more than my friends at this point. Mrs. I don't have a stash clearly has a stash now. There's no getting around it. It's such a clear stash. But what I'll do that my friends won't do is I'll literally walk through here and give all this away and just get it out. I'll give it all away and move on. At the end of the year, I will look at it, see what I used, what I didn't use, what I should have used. And if it's too overwhelming, I will just get rid of it. And I don't feel bad about giving it away because the people that I'm giving it away to make quilts for charity. So they make beautiful quilts. I can actually see the quilts, touch the quilts. They're finishing quilts. Some of my friends are like, well, just give it to me. I'm like, I will not add to your collection. Stressing me out. Now I got to see it at your house. No, thank you. Just adding the hoarders collections. Nope. Sometimes I think about doing a giveaway of my scraps on the channel, but that feels weird. Even though my scraps sometimes are a whole half a yard or sometimes even a yard of fabric, I don't know about giving away my scraps. Okay. You're not getting any snow. Wanda, well, come on down to sunny Los Angeles because we are. Can you imagine Los Angeles getting snow? Isn't that crazy? Snowing in Los Angeles, California. It didn't even dawn on me all that my mother must be doing to make this ice cream. Because that's right, you need the cream and the salt and the ice and the stuff. I don't know how I was thinking it was getting made. I wonder if she's got an ice cream making machine. Who knows? Probably, because if you wonder where I get the buy all the things gene, I'd say I get it from my mother. I spend a lot of time on Etsy too. It's not just you. Last night was a Pinterest night. I stayed up till like 4 o'clock in the morning on Pinterest scrolling on Pinterest. I am researching for a very interesting project. At least it's interesting to me. I don't know if it's going to be interesting to you guys, but it's coming very, very soon. And I'm putting a lot into it. So for sure. I'm on Etsy often. I frequent Etsy. Uh-oh. I messed up the pattern. There we go. This is such a neat color story. It like is glowing. This mint color in here gives a neon effect. Even though it's not neon, it's just mint green. But it's so, I'm just really pleased with this fabric collection. And I don't know what on earth I would have done with it other than what I'm doing with it. I'm sorry, you spent $400 for a half yard of Tula's Disco Kitty in white. Help you? Becky. Paula. I 100% support that. I would absolutely. I've been eyeing Disco Kitty, and it keeps popping up in people's quilts, and I'm like, dude, come on, like. And there's a woman on Etsy who's also on Instagram, who's also on, I think, Facebook, that has like each Disco Kitty. And I've been seeing them pop up in people's quilts, like here and there, like these random projects. And I'm like, there goes a Disco Kitty. There goes a Disco Kitty. I am so here for a $400 purchase. I give zero cares about how much you spend on that. Girl, absolutely. I would do it. You are talking to somebody, good night, Lorraine, who would absolutely do the same thing. I am that person. And so you have absolutely found your person. I would do it. To all the people who are like, oh my gosh, well, yeah, I will. Because I spend what I want to spend for. I am also the person who will not buy Aurifil thread, though, because I think it's too expensive. So, make that make sense. Which one is this? This is a 4. Do you know what you're going to do with your Disco Kitty, or did you just have to have it? Because I'm not mad at you either way. And you know what? I bet you Disco Kitty is the next one to relaunch because she just did those neons, and Disco Kitty is kind of neon-y. I bet you she releases Disco Kitty in another colorway. Hey, if it happens, we said it here first. Pop culture news. I think Tula Pink is going to do Disco Kitty next. That sucker. Oh, man, that was a good one. I'm not even a kitty person. Oh, nice. That's good to hear, Becky, because some of my local shops were saying that they were having a difficult time selling Tula. So if yours is getting Tula, it's because people have been asking about it and they want to hop in on what's popular, because there's no ifs, ands, or buts that Tula is very, very popular. And I think that her audience is just growing. So, yay for you. Because Moon Garden has prints that even the most conservative quilter could get into. What's up, Melissa? Oh, Melissa, you got White Disco Kitty when it came out. She doesn't even like it. Take it back. Yep, nope. Okay, she doesn't have to like it. She doesn't like it. She'd like it when she finds out that her quilt is worth millions. You know what? But she has a right to like what she wants to like. But when I tell you Disco Kitty is where it's at, I'm debating on grabbing a little Disco Kitty, guys. I might. We'll see. I love that her fabric appreciates. I just love that whole culture. So cool. Good for her. Makes me very, very happy to see people winning in that way. Oh, shoot. Where's the... See, I got excited. I'm talking to my people. I need to figure out where the next row goes. Not here, not there, not there. This one goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. You know, the moment that I saw Tula's fabric, it's really weird when you start quilting as an adult. You're trying to make friends, you're trying to find your people. And I didn't know what to search. I was having a hard time just finding my people. I joined the senior citizen center. They let me. I was dying to be around my people. I was dying to find my people. And eventually I did. But then once I found my people, I was trying to find my fabrics, and they would be using all these names that I had never heard of. And eventually I found Tula. And once I found Tula, I was good to go. And now that I am growing up in my quilty life, I'm starting to learn that really it's free spirit that makes all the stuff that I'm obsessed with. Something about the free spirit designers. And that's not to say that Moda and everybody else doesn't have some kick butt designers, because they do. But collectively, free spirit kills it for me. They are my brand. They are the brand that I'm drawn to. They are the people who have all the cool kids, in my opinion, doing some of the coolest stuff with the coolest artwork. And I think that they have such a cohesive, eclectic group of designers. They're all different, but they all it makes sense, you know? Again, there are plenty of brands that kick butt and do some stuff that I'm really digging. Like Quilted Treasures has some stuff that I really like. Blank has some stuff I like. A little bit of everybody, but usually any designer under Free Spirit I like. Like every single one of them, they just don't miss for me. And my wish is that all you guys find your brand. The brand that just speaks to you. You find a designer that just makes your heart sing. I don't care if it's Free Spirit. I don't care if it's Lori Holt. I don't care if it's Riley Blake. Just find them and then love on them. Love on that fabric. Use it. Put stuff around your home, like not just quilts, but put stuff around your home that brings you joy, that's made by these fabric designers. That's going to be the next project that we talk about, that we get into, is like home deck. And we have so much fabric. There's so many little things that we can do to give our homes a little zhuzh. Just a little zhuzh. You love Tilda too? Tilda's cool. Roxanne's gets all of Tilda. So the same way that Roxanne's carries all of Kaif, a lot of Tula, she also carries all of Tilda, I believe. I think she carries all of Tilda. Tilda's a vibe. I like that you like it. William Morris, that's what I'm talking about. Becky, you don't know. You don't know where to go. You don't know who, what, where, how. I should do a video on just what to do when you want to start quilting, like where to start, who to go to. Ooh. Yeah. I came in after that big mandala. The original one that was done in those grays. I have that kit and I need to knock it out because it's just taking up space, but yeah, I think what's it called? Tula Nova? Is it called the Nova? The Tula Nova? Melissa, I have not made as much by any stuff as I'd like to. I want to get back into some of her bags. I had my eye on one the other day, but man, finishing a bienni project, it's just so fulfilling. It feels so good. It feels so good. Oh, maybe I should do a fabric designer video. Which person, let me write that down. Because they're such different, like Ruby Star is a very different vibe from Free Spirit, which is a very different vibe from Moda. I think that's a good one. Novelty prints. So Paula, I have a friend like that. I have a friend who she doesn't like novelties, but she goes for these, not the blenders. No, she has no blenders, no background fabric ever. Oh, that is just so poorly, which explains why I had to cut it. Should I rip that? I'm gonna rip that. She is the same way. It's not just you. Oh, that just dropped. That's not good. It is not just you. And I'm the same way too. I do that on purpose though. I want to go out and buy the background stuff to go with it as I use it. I don't usually buy blenders or background fabrics. Not usually. I'm grabbing focal prints. But we also know that I am a bit much. And so I like big prints and I cannot lie. So yeah, take that with, a grain of salt, but I would go buy the Tula Pink big prints, the giraffe and all that kind of stuff way before I bought the true colors. And now I'm like filling it in with the true colors, but the originals are the cameos and stuff like that. That's what I'm drawn to right off the bat. Becky, before I clock out of here, not tonight, but like eternal clock out, I'm doing a rooster or a chicken quilt for sure. I'm obsessed with those things. I say it every time I pass one. If you see me at a show and I walk past a rooster or a chicken, I'm like, I want to do it. Just haven't figured out which one I want to do, but I'm doing one. Oh, crap. I am doing one. You like foundation piece chickens? I just want to do like a big, I don't know if I would just want to do a rooster or I don't know. I don't know if I want to do a rooster or like a super simple chicken or I don't know. But I'm doing a chicken. I like the one with the chickens and then there's a fox in the hen house. Have you guys seen that one? Have you guys seen that pattern? I like that one. Maybe that's the one I'll do. And then I'm like, do I want to do it in country fabrics? Your girl likes modern, but she can go for a country fabric here and there. Allison, oh, yeah, Allison Glass does have, she's a vibe. This is a great time to be alive as a quilter because we are not short on options. That's for sure. The heck am I doing? Oh, okay, we're good. We've got options for days. You just have to know where to go. I like Andover. Or is it Figo? Who is Juicy Juice and Libs with right now? I just like Libs as a designer. I think she's super edgy. I think she's cool. I haven't done any of her stuff just yet, but I just haven't found the right one. It's coming. I should totally break it up into categories of what I would consider like edgier to contemporary to traditional. Oh, Wanda, have you seen I have the lion by is it Elizabeth Hartman? I have that one, or is it Violet Craft? Whoever does the big animals, I think it's Violet Craft. I have Violet Craft's lion. Laundry basket patterns. Yes, there's a place for her too, and she's definitely a muted palette. It's very muted. I remember when I didn't know who any of these people were that we're talking about, and it wasn't too long ago. So have faith that you will find your people. You hear rain? I don't hear any yet. Paula, I almost drove to PD yesterday because I needed to go to the Dollar Tree badly. And I was driving to all these different ones and they were just horrible. And I was like, I'm going to drive to Palos Verdes. But luckily, I found one that had what I was looking for in Hawthorne. But I was almost in PV yesterday. So close. I was driving up Hawthorne and I was like, I'm going to PV. Andover, yeah. Hey, I don't know Brett Lewis. Somebody I got to check into. I don't know if I'm gonna say it was great, Paula, but it had what I needed. And although because of all this rain that we have, their roof has pretty much collapsed in, and they used all of their buckets to catch the rain, so I can buy a bucket, and a bucket was one of the things that I needed. It was a day yesterday. Oh, this is upside down. Is that gonna annoy me? I think it is. I'm gonna just flip it. wonder if the other ones are upside down. Do I care? No, we're gonna leave it. We're gonna go with it. We are gonna go with it. All these darn directional prints. He did an understudy with Tula. Really huge drum. Really? I never really know about all the drama going on. I feel like I'd never know. And it would be just my luck that I meet Tula and I'm talking about, hey, you ever seen Brett's fabric? It looks a lot like yours, but like different. It adds character to the quilt. Yeah, Becky, I'm leaving it. It's not noticeable enough in that particular one. Now, if these mushrooms were upside down, I'd have to do something about that. That flower, nah, it's too busy. Nobody will ever know. And this is not a prized possession quilt. This is a play along with Ruby Star and be awesome with their swatch quilt kind of thing for funsies. And also, I'm avoiding the real project that I was supposed to do for Friday. April Stories 12 days. You know what? I saw that was happening. I didn't really follow it really, but I think that's how I got hip to Icy Stars quilting. I don't know. I haven't made it to the Cool Kids group yet, so I'm not in on any of those things, but maybe one day. Maybe one day. But they're probably like, if we let Mac in, she's not going to follow the rules. She's going to try to do something funky and weird. I'm still such a super tiny channel. I haven't branched out just yet, but I'm hoping to branch out soon so I can get in on the funsies with everybody. So I can share my love of what everybody's doing with the world. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. Thanks, Becky. I'm trying to keep my content consistent and interesting and relevant and funky and helpful to the community, most of all. Oh, thank you, Becky. I appreciate that. Every little bit helps. Every big bit, that's a big bit. You know, growing organically is so cool because I get a chance to kind of like meet and chill and talk with my subscribers. Some of the bigger channels just can't because they're too big. They can't. But I get a chance to kind of keep a finger on what's happening out there. Know how you guys feel about these new fabric lines that are coming out. What's popping, like what's not, what you don't like, what's getting on your nerves, how you feel about conventions and what's missing. It's really nice to be able to connect with you guys on a personal level. And I want to be able to always bring you guys pop culture. So what's going on in the now in the quilting world. I think I pretty much watch quilting. No, that's not true. I watch a couple of other niche channels, but I don't have a lot of time to watch YouTube the way I want to. When you have a channel, you gotta be doing your channel things. Oh, nice. I always wondered if people looked for quilt shows. And I see now that there are a lot of bigger channels that are starting to cover quilt shows, which is great because the shows need all the love that they can get. And I'm so thankful for the people that watch those videos and love on those quilters with me. So thankful. I'm glad that I keep your attention. That makes me happy. Because I kind of feel like I'm one of those all over the place people. The people who get me totally get me, but sometimes I can just be a bit scattered, it seems. But I think that's just the mind of a creative. And my mind is going a million miles a minute. And I can't keep up with all the quilts that I want to make because it's so much happening in my mind with the, well, what if we do this? Well, what if we try this? I wonder if this will work. That is me all day, guys. I wake up like that. I go to sleep like that. I wake up like that. And now that I have quilty friends, I wake up and call them with madness like that, and they hang up on me. They say, calm down. Calm down. This one is the third row. All right, I think we can do one more before it is time to go night-night. And that's going to be this one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. One, two, three. All right. I can't believe you guys are still up with me while I am doing this madness. I like the shows for inspiration too. Dave's Craft Room. I think he's recently popped up on mine. I think he recently popped. A matter of fact, I think he recently started following me, and I was like, wait, who? No, you know what? I think I showed something that he did, and I think he found me that way. I think. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I think he rolls with the Becca crew. You know how there's like groups of people that clearly know one another. I think he might be with the So Becker crew. And I think that's how I found him. Becky, some of them are very easy to just look at and say, okay. But the allure for me is not having to do any of the math. Sometimes I just don't want to. Matter of fact, all the times I just don't want to. I am the gal who will buy a 4-patch pattern. I don't care. I'm buying a 4-patch pattern. One, it just gives me the jollies to support somebody who did a 4-patch pattern, which is so basic, but I'm not mad at them. Everybody got to eat. And two, I don't want to think. I just want to go. Yeah, it was. Becky, there are so many patterns like that. Just pause that sucker, and if you want to do the math and customize it, put your own borders and bring it to the size that you want. And absolutely. That was probably one of the most striking quilts I've ever done before I, killed it. It was so bad. Oddly enough, it was in my mother's, I don't know, it was out for some reason. I don't know, it was out down there. I don't know. And she showed it. She was showing that quilt off. And people thought that was the most beautiful quilt, which is insane. But that just lets you know, you never know what people are going to like. I don't like that quilt. That quilt was a fail for me. Melissa, me too. If you can watch somebody do something, and I realize that sometimes I am scattered, blah, 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 but one of the reasons I let you guys in on all of that is because sometimes I'll say something that will jog something in somebody else. It happens all the time for me. And I know it happens for you guys too. Like, that's an interesting way to think about doing that. And that's how we inspire. You got to do stuff in front of people. You got to show it so that people can be inspired and figure out how to take it to the next level. So I let you guys in on my crazy. I mean, it is what it is. I met a guy at the shop. Oh my goodness. I had such a great time meeting a subscriber at Super Busy. What was that, yesterday or the day before? I don't know, whatever day that was. Such a good time talking to him. And he says, "You're really you." He says, "You are just as you are on screen in person," which was hilarious to me. Hilarious. I talked that poor man's ear off, him and his wife. I'm pretty sure I just followed them around the store, telling them all the quilt things, throwing up all the quilt words all over him. He was so cool, guys. And he's a quilter, and he's the one that watches me, not his wife. He does. His wife could care less about what I got going on. But he totally knew my stuff. He knew my channel. And we talked about some of the projects that I have going forward, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm in." I was like, "Oh, cool." But what you see on camera is what you get in person. I am who I am. They like your fails, huh? Melissa, I overbuy just a little bit because I just anticipate having some oops moments. I just assume that they're in there. So I usually overbuy by just a touch. I do it less now than I used to because I'm better at construction than I once was. And so I can actually probably just buy what they say now. But like that Ida Jean pattern, that free Ida Jean pattern that I was obsessed with, you don't have a room to fudge on that pattern. It's free, it's great, but you got to sew accurately. You need to sew accurately, you need to cut accurately on the subcut pieces. And there was a time when I probably would have flubbed that for sure. Matter of fact, I think I flubbed it on camera. I did. I just knew how to fix it. I recently bought some fabric without consulting the pattern because she didn't put out the pattern. The peanut butter quilt that I wanted to do. I might do that one live too, probably next week. She put out the pattern and I was like, I know what to do. I know how much I need. And I don't know if I got enough. We shall see. Becky, me too. I have problems. I prefer to see somebody do the pattern than I would read the pattern, unless it comes like IKEA instructions. I'm working on a pattern, and that's kind of what my thought process is make it like an IKEA pattern. You know, make it so that you don't have to be able to read a pattern to be able to enjoy the pattern. Did I just say I was working on a pattern? I think I did. Exclusive drop. What's up, Liz? What you doing? Long day at work tomorrow? Well, good luck. Save all the babies. Jordan Fabrics is a gem. Obsessed with Jordan Fabrics. I somewhat model my channel after Jordan Fabrics, kind of. Yeah, I really like Donna Jordan a lot. I like her channel a lot. I don't watch it as much as I used to, but she's got some real interesting patterns that she chooses, and it's just clear and concise, and you know what you're getting, and it's good. She just got a solid channel. Her channel is so solid. Becky, well, give me a minute and you're going to be jealous of mine too because I'm getting ready to do the same thing. I just really want to be able to show finished quilts. And I was doing that all last year, but it was costing me a fortune. So I have decided that I'm just going to get a computerized long arm machine. The long arm machine that I have currently is not computerized, but I'm going to upgrade to a computerized machine. And then you guys can send me your quilts if you'd like, and I will hook them up real Matt Cox fashion. Something dope, something different, something unique, something interesting. Yeah, it's going to be a long haul, but we're doing it. It has been in the talks for a while, and because it's such a big purchase, I wanted to be sure that I wasn't going to just get it for funsies and never play with it, but I don't think that's going to be an issue. I think this channel is here to stay. So as long as you guys roll with me, I will keep doing my thing. You guys just keep me encouraged and I will keep going. So I tried this new battery with the camera that's over here, and it's actually attached, the battery is attached to a continuous running source, and we have not had any problems. And that makes me very happy. Oh, what kind of 2 was that? Okay. Am I going to know that that's a 2? There we go. You guys, I know I said I was going to stop sewing at 11, but we only have one more row to go. So I think we're going to sew until we finish that row. Where does the little punch piece go? It goes in the 3rd position. We're going to take this guy and put it right here. Oh, excuse me. Thank you. Ooh, those felt good. Those are those hard sneezes. Ooh, that felt just lovely. It felt like it came from my brain. All right. Wanda Jordan Fabrics has some beautiful fabrics that are hand cut. Her husband can cut fabric like none other. Melissa, you think I'm going to be the next Angela Walters? Well, I don't know about that, but I'm going to be something. Uh-oh. Anybody else been having sinus issues? I think it's time to bust out the neti pot. I know neti pots freak people out, including me. However, it is a nice sensation when it's all, when you get it all nice and clear. You know what? I I didn't realize that fabric was so linty until I was like, why am I always sneezing when I sew? I was like, what's going on? Am I allergic to something? Yeah, the lint in here. I just dropped something on the ground, my rotary cutter, and I bent down to pick it up, and I looked at the wheels on my chair, and I would be embarrassed if you guys saw that. I'm like, where did all that dust come from on the wheels of the chair? What is happening? What is happening? Yours look the same. I had no idea that all that was happening under there. I'm like, what on earth is going on? And why? All that dust. And I didn't dust this machine before I hopped on. So I'm like, oh. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I definitely need to. Oh, you guys are out there digging out the fabric, the lint. Yeah, I definitely need to clean out in here. Definitely need to clean it out. It's time. I mean, I just cleaned it, but I try to clean it between projects, like between my quilt projects, because I sew so much. And I remember when I opened under my foot for the first time on my starter machine, nobody told me that I had to clean out under there. No, nobody told me. How was I supposed to know? I'm just born knowing this stuff. And so it was impacted with lint. I mean, it was bad. And then I cleaned it out, and we didn't have a problem. Not one problem. Are you going to use those magazine boards to do it? I think it's very funny that I just turned around and saw a ruler that I was getting ready to purchase, but no need to do that. It's clearly on the wall already. I might need to start logging all my ruler and Notion purchases, because I think we're getting to the point where I'm buying multiples. I know for sure I recently bought multiple Quilter Selects in the same size, and unfortunately I was out of the state when I did it. So I was thinking it's either going to be a giveaway, or I'm thinking about making myself a bag, a travel bag with duplicate items. because me and my girlfriends were just talking about how much we are hating to pack up our sewing machine stuff. I hate it. I hate it. I do not like having to pack up my main machine and everything that I sew with. So I think I'm going to do a duplicate everything, including the sewing machine. Oh, it's 1 a.m. Oh my goodness. All right, Becky, night night. Okay, I will. Sleep well. Yeah, I've got to. And my projects are, they're planned out quite far in advance. They change a lot, but to keep the channel rolling, I've kind of got to know what's upcoming, what I'm doing. And remember, this is a one-woman show. So, trying to stick to the plan and know what I need to do each project. So, I actually did the same thing. I told my husband, I'm like, I'm looking for a box. I bought this thing like 2 years ago. And turns out I just rebought it instead of buying the right shape when I bought the wrong one. So now I've got to return the one I just bought and buy the proper one. I'm just a girl living on the edge over here. Those Biani bags are just so nice. Are you going to do like a place for everything? What kind of bags are you going to do? Somebody asked me to do a place for everything like years ago. They wanted to see how I would put it together, if I would make any changes. I still don't hear the rain. I wonder if it would be great if I beat the rain. I don't hear it yet. I would love to get to my house before the rain started. Because it's going to be a good rain, which means I'm going to sleep good tonight. I had Disneyland reservations for tomorrow. I'm so glad I canceled those reservations, because what I don't want to do is be at Disneyland while it's raining. No, thank you. It is a different kind of magical experience, but it's also a wet one. You got to be in the mood for that magic. It's not the everyday magic. Oh, you just bought all the patterns. My kind of girl. No judgment. Okay. Have you made any Biani bags in the past? Any? Because if you just want to know which ones to start with, look at my Biani bags. I think the way that I started gets you to understand her construction of the bags. And once you understand how she moves, her terminology, then you're cooking with gas. So if you've never sewn a Biani bag at all, the first one I suggest you start with is what is that darn bag called? Oh, I don't know, but there's a picture of me, I think, in a red shirt holding a pink purple bag. That's the bag. Start with that bag. And after that, you should be good. Because you understand like her zipper, like how to install a zipper, how to do that loop. And it's a very specific way that she puts her stuff together. Oh no. So you just okay. Paula's been raining for about 45 minutes. I can't hear any in here. Maybe it's not here yet. I love that you bought all the patterns. I should do that. I should just buy them all too. I love them all. And make sure that you bought the latest patterns. Make sure if there is a 2.0, make sure you bought the 2.0. There's a reason why it's a 2.0. Even if people say it's not, there's a reason for it. And there are probably more resources for the 2.0 than there are the other ones. I love this fabric. So psychedelic. That just wasn't smart. Why did I do that? What's happening here? Thank you. We've got some more bag making videos upcoming. I've been saying that for a year now, and I think I am intimidated by bag making, which is why I haven't done any. It's just bag making is a whole thing. It's a whole thing. And people love it, and I've done a few, so I know I can do them, but they're a whole thing. But I do want to make the duffel bag, and I saw that Tula just did one, of course. So I was like, ooh, but a duffel bag has been on my list. I love the Ultimate Travel Bag 2.0. I love traveling with it. I get compliments on it constantly. That was a good one. That was a good video. And it was needed at the time. I'm actually surprised people still watch that video. It's still like one of my most watched videos. But it was needed. Uh-oh. The fireflies. They're very pretty. I'm digging these mushrooms. I like these 3 right here a lot. I think those are my favorites. Nobody else has good by it. I just don't love the fact that Bayani doesn't have good Bayani videos. Like, Bayani, you know that you do videos. Give me the whole shebang. Don't give me what you think I need help with. I need help with the whole bag. So take me with the video all the way through. And that's one of the things that I really enjoy about So Sweetness Patterns is that she's got a video and she's got acrylic templates. It's just I feel like So Sweetness is just she's with the times. I feel like Bayani stuff is the designs are there, but it's a little antiquated in the sense that you do videos, but you just don't do the whole video. And she doesn't have the acrylic templates, but then again, she has the good Bayani foam, which is definitely different than the SF 101 or whatever that foam stuff is. And everybody has their place. You know, that's what I should say. Everybody has their place. But Bayani kills me that she does not have a video for every single step of all of her things. You guys, it's 11 o'clock, and what? That was it. Bam. That was it. Oh. Who is So Sweetness? SEW Sweetness. She's a killer pattern designer. Killer. Like, straight up killer pattern designer. We love her. We support her. I haven't done any of her stuff yet, but it's just because, you know, bags is a thing. I'm definitely going to be super, super, super soon. So Sweetness, SEW. So, Melissa, tell me how you really feel about her videos. They've gotten me through, but I needed all of it for the Ultimate Travel Bag. Like, not just here's where I think you're going to struggle. I'm going to struggle on the whole thing. And I can't read a pattern worth nothing. So I need to see it. All right, guys, we made it to 11. I'm going to finish the last little bit of this ice cream. Is it weird that it hasn't melted? Like, it's soft, but it's not like runny. I don't know what's in this magical ice cream. But it's magic. And yes, I'm eating ice cream at 11 o'clock. That probably explains a few things about me, doesn't it? Yeah, Melissa, I'm a visual too. I think most of us are. I think a lot of us are. Anything anybody wants to ask me before I log off? Melissa, this ice cream is so good. It's so good. And now it is gone. And now I am logging off. You guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you all. If you want to see how I put this together, why I added in that little funky strip, this whole Ruby Star thing, check back with me on Friday. And we're going to call it a wrap. All right, guys. I will see you guys in the next one. All right. Bye-bye.